Hi and welcome to this brief presentation of ACT 2010. My name is Keith Wilson of a company called Balanced Solutions, and I just want to give you a quick overview of what you're going to see within the new product. Now, this is a first glance, this isn't the final release, but it does give you a quick insight as to what the new version is all about. Now, those of you that are previous ACT users, the first thing you'll notice is the brand new interface. Slowly starting to come in line with the full Sage 50 suite, looking more and more like the accounting product and the payroll product of within the Sage 50 suite. So first thing that you'll notice, we've got a brand new welcome screen. From here we have quick access to the most common tasks, video tutorials, how to customize the system, and some very brief shortcuts. Some of this will slightly change in the final release, such as the ACT news that you see within the middle of the screen, but typically quick access to the most common features that you'll be using within the system. Down the left hand side you'll see a brand new navigation structure, again falling in line with the rest of the Sage 50 suite. We've also got related tasks, and this changes according to the relevant module that you're currently in. So here I am within the welcome screen, but you'll notice when I go into the contacts, the related tasks that appear now correspond to the contacts. Again, if I click on groups, that changes to accommodate the current view that I'm in. Again, down the left hand side you'll notice that we've got quick access to lookup. Now this actually again corresponds to the current view that we're in. So here we are within the group module, and we can search on any field within the group mode. Again, if I click back onto contacts, we can search on any field within the contact level. Now the key thing to really notice here over and above previous versions is that rather than searching by default the beginning of the field, this now will search the contents, which has been a request that's been made over and over again, and finally Sage have actually listened. Now if you want to do a more advanced search and bring up the old lookup dialog box, simply click on more options, and there we have access to the previous lookup screen. You notice along the top we have a large standard toolbar which is constant regardless of the view that you're in. So you'll notice as I click into different views, the large toolbar at the top remains there all the time. So again, you've got quick access to the most common features, and one of the most beneficial buttons is going to be this new option, because now you have the ability, again wherever you are within the system, to create new contacts, new calls, new history, and this now is going to improve efficiency no end. Okay, so what else is new? Well, we've now got tighter integration with the new iCal functionality. So let's say for argument's sake you wanted to use the ability to send vCards as you can in Microsoft Outlook. If I find a contact within my database, Lance Parker. Now let's say I wanted to send his details off to a colleague. If I go to the contacts menu and send vCard, Lance's vCard now appears, automatically pre-populated an email for me. I just simply need to send the relevant email address and off it goes. So what does this vCard look like? Well, if we double click on it, again, those of you that are familiar with Microsoft Outlook, you'll see that that is a standard vCard screen. And all your recipient has to do the other end is simply click on Save and Close, and that will then add that contact to their address book. Very, very nice feature. Now, one of the most fundamental shifts within Act 2010, without a shadow of a doubt, is the redesign of the opportunities. The opportunity list, as you can see there, is very similar to what you've seen in previous versions. However, if we go to create a new opportunity, what you'll notice now is that you've got significantly more flexibility, because opportunities now function in exactly the same way as contacts, companies and groups. So this is totally customizable. You can add as many unlimited custom fields to the database as you desire. You can also now record notes, histories, activities against the actual opportunity rather than against the individual. You can add products and service, which also give you slightly more flexibility than you had previously. But this is a massive shift in the previous versions. The opportunities module previously either worked for you or it didn't, because it was very limited in its functionality. However, this now is a real selling feature and will really appeal to much more businesses. The reports module, again, has been slightly streamlined, still using the same report engine, although as I understand it, the second release is due to actually incorporate the new Sage 50 report designer. But we also have the ability here to actually define our favourite reports, which will then appear at the top of the list. We also have improved dashboard functionality, because we can now create data charts that contain additional information to what we had previously in other versions. So what you'll notice here on this particular dashboard is that I've got a range of information. I've got contact history, I've got recently created contacts, opportunities with products, and also the top 10 opportunities. Because what we also now can do is actually design the dashboards according to our own requirements. So if I just simply remove a couple of these, you notice down here at the bottom we now have a data chart function, which when I add that to my screen, I now have a variety of different templates which I can now use. I've also got additional parameters which I can define using these options here. Okay, that's just a very brief overview of the new system. As I say, this is the first visual of the new product. It's not necessarily going to be the final release because there's going to be additional mobile functionality, but at least it gives you an insight as to what is going to be available, and obviously a quick visual as to how the new product is going to look. If you have any questions or you want further information on Act 2010, please contact me using the phone number in the top right hand corner of the screen, 0800 009 3102. Alternatively, email me at kw@balancedsolutions.co.uk. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy Act 2010, and until next time, bye for now.